Hello everybody, and welcome to my first impressions of Eldritch. This is a game by Minor Key Games that is a stealth action first-person shooter adventure type of game that definitely focuses on the stealth elements. I know people have said before that they believe it's also a horror game, but really this isn't, although it does have a lot of horror elements in it. It is very eerie at times, and I've even had a couple of jump scares here and there, kind of freaked out at a lot of moments in my time with this game. Hopefully we won't see that in this video. Won't hear me freak out like a little girl or anything like that. So anyways, jumping in here, first thing we could see is the pretty unique pixel art kind of graphic style, and our badass character design here, where this man, where's the mirror? Here we go. There's this mirror. First time you spawn in, you'll spawn right at this location, I believe. There's this mirror right here, which we can use to change our character. Just like change the face and stuff like that, make it a man or a woman. Me, of course, gotta go with Mustache Man, and, originally I was going to put him in these suspenders, but I could not pass up giving him, clearly the body of a woman, seeing as he has, that nice pair of breasts there, even though he's most clearly a man, at least by the face. Then we've got, like, the sickest arms I've ever seen before in a game. We could turn off this light right here. Really cool, lighting dynamics in this game. Not quite as, not the most, stunning and fascinating thing I've ever seen, especially in pixel art, of course, like, Legend of Dungeon, I believe it was, had, like, amazing lighting effects and stuff. But still a cool little touch. And we, can beat the crap out of this chair right here. Be like... Hear that, guys? Could be like, hate you! Eat it, chair, you suck! Jerkwad. Reason why I stopped talking there was not just because of the humorous sounds made by punching things, but, it's a really satisfying sound, in all honesty. The sound design is one of my favorite things about this game so far. This is baked meat, we'll come back to that later. But, you can... Oh, I didn't know we could punch those, be like, suck it, bottle. But by pressing F, we'll pick up items. We could carry 2 items in our inventory, and we can just kind of throw balls all over the place. Be like, no, honey, I'm not gonna do the laundry. F you. So let's see. I should point out first, although, this is kind of an interesting first impressions video, because I've actually shown by this orb right here, the Soul of the Librarian, I've actually beaten this game before. I've only got about 2 hours in, which is still a lot, but, I'm pretty damn into this one, guys. I like this one a lot. That's why I, was having enough fun to actually beat the whole game before starting this first impressions video. So let's see. Basically, mechanics and stuff like that. Basic first-person shooter stuff, you hold down shift to run, crouch to, C to crouch, which is crucial, obviously, because this is a stealth action game. And the controls are really nice, really smooth and stuff like that, and you always know what's gonna happen. Similar to the game Dishonored, if anyone knows that, if you hold down spacebar when trying to jump up up ledges, you'll, actually be able to climb up, which is something that I wish would be seen in more first-person shooters, although we've only seen it in a couple, like that one in Dishonored. Crouching will allow us to go under hiding spots like this, and coolest of all, kind of like Batman, Arkham City, if we hold shift and run and then go into crouch, we'll do a little slide dash that we could do. Unlike Arkham City, though, we can't actually beat up enemies with it by knocking them off their feet. We'll just run into them and probably suffer the consequences of an action like that. So let's see, oh shoot, I wanted to pick that up instead of punching it into oblivion. There's, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, we've got a series of items. We've got health, and basically health goes down whenever you take a hit, like you would imagine. There's food that we can eat throughout the game that heals our health, and there's actually these fountains that hopefully we'll find that can, that will, increase our maximum health. But actually, before I get into that, let's jump into the actual game here. So when you start off, there'll be these 3 books. These are the 3 main stages of the game. Then there's stuff that goes on after that, but I'll leave that for surprise for anyone who picks up this game. But these 2, they increase with difficulty as you go on. This is the first one, red book is the second, green's the third. These 2 are actually locked until you beat this one, at which point the red one unlocks, then you have to beat the red one to unlock the green one. Basic difficulty scaling mechanic. So once we load in here, this is our first map, and basically how it works out is, as you can see in the top right corner, we've got a kind of a Binding of Isaac style map set up right there, where each I guess these are kind of rooms, but they are each like square portion on the map kind of makes up a room, but it also doesn't, because there aren't like doors separating the rooms. Everything's connected and just by specific paths. There's a dude down there. But and let's just read the story element book thing to show you guys what's going on. Explorer's Journal, page number 1. Something quite peculiar has happened to me. I feel the need to record this in the event that I should not return. The last thing I recall, I was examining that curious book in the library, and now I have found myself in a dangerous world full of lurking monsters and treacherous traps. If my research is correct, then I am in a lost temple to the ancient god Dragon. Oh, Dagon. Whoops. A powerful relic is rumored to be kept in the depths of this world. Perhaps it holds the key to my escape. Literally the key, as we'll see later. Basically, a story element, if you want to talk about that. Story is not like the draw to this game at all. It's definitely the fun, exciting gameplay and stuff like that, and stealth mechanics. But the story is we were trapped in that library where we started at before, and basically there's these like mist-style books that warp us to these areas, and we're trying to find our way out. Here's our first item. That is the compass. The compass is super good because it marks, similar to Binding of Isaac, once again, on the map in the top right corner, it marks where, like, shops or statues that could give us spells are, and most importantly to me, it shows us where the exit is, although it won't actually mark that on the map until we're on the floor that the exit is on. Right now we could just see, like, hey, it's somewhere down there. So let's go ahead and get started. Marking about... This is a cool little chamber right here. If we go up here then crouch, we could go through, like, that little hallway, but we don't need to worry about that too much. Let's beat up some dudes. So, primarily, oh god, what we're going to want to happen later on is we're going to want to get some kind of weapon, but for now we could certainly handle these wizard guys if we just beat them up the side of the head when they're not looking. I'm not exactly sure how the damage all works in this game, but from my experience, I am almost certain that there is a, like, critical hit stealth attack. So if enemies aren't aware of you, and you attack them, you'll do a critical amount of damage to them. There are these spikes right here. Despite them, like, going up and down, we can actually stand over them and be fine. They work in the spelunky mechanic, where if you drop down, you'll get hurt by them, but if you walk over, you'll be fine. Cool thing right here, if you crouch down onto them, that's a safe way to bring yourself down, but also, we'll just honestly kill ourselves right here. If you run across, unlike a game like Spelunky, you'll die. And we get this, rather brief, but pretty cool, like, Half-Life kind of mechanic, where you're able to look around for a couple of seconds before you actually fade into the netherworld or ether or something like that. Here we go, okay. Here's some interesting stuff for us. We got a knife, which is the only real melee weapon in the game, but it is very effective. Oh, we destroyed that bottle, like, uh-oh! Oh, that was close. That guy almost got me. And there's these artifacts on the floor. We looted some from that dude. But basically, artifacts are our currency in this game. But they also work as a, kind of a spell casting device. If, this is a really good floor because it's got a shop down here. Oh god, that dude noticed us. It's got a shop here. Pretty much a lot of the main things that we will run across in this game. So it's a lucky draw, I suppose, to have gotten. But let's see. This is fruit right here. I don't know if I mentioned the fruit. If you eat it, it'll heal you, so that was completely unnecessary for us to do right now. But there is purple fruit. If you see purple fruit, it's bad. It's toxic. It hurts you instead. Likewise, there's actually meat in the game, and if you find rotten meat, like we already saw the meat, but if you see rotten meat, you do not want to eat that because that will hurt you instead of healing you as well. So let's see, how the hell are we gonna find that, like, relic thing? I'm trying to get to that kind of tiki mask looking thing on the map. See, here's the meat, but that's baked meat, so that's okay. So we're gonna leave that where it is right now. Here we go. Okay, so see that kind of statue thing that's got all the shiny lights floating around it? That is going to give us some magical powers. It's a shrouded statue, apparently. Let's see what we got. Cloak power! This is a new one. I haven't seen this one before. So it's the ability to cloak yourself. Be careful, enemies can still hear you. Oh, that sucks. Okay, it's a good thing I read that. I was going to say I don't think I need to read that at all because I presume cloaking is invisibility. Let's test it out, even though it's going to take 10 of our relics or artifacts. I think they're artifacts. Actually, you know what? Let's test it when we actually see an enemy so we could work out how it works for them. Wow, there's actually 2 of them on this floor. That's interesting enough. Let's pick up this rock. Oh, we already had a rock. Basically, the throwing weapons, I use them mainly to either clobber someone in the face, like we'll do to this fish man down there. Yeah! Eat that, bro. Or you could use them as a distraction item. I think the bottles are better served as distraction items because those actually make noise. Or a louder noise, I should say, because both of them do make noise. But basically, I think the bottles are better. How are we gonna get up here? We might need to find an alternate path to get to these, like go down and then come up around the other side, because it doesn't look like they're connecting exactly. Can we make this? Oh yeah, we could totally make that. Here's a key. I haven't mentioned the keys before. There are lots of locked doors in this room. Keys unlock them. Simply put, just like that. It's not all that confusing or different from the most schemes of things. Let's see, there's some TNT right here. This is actually one of my favorite items in the game so far. Not for dealing out damage, like one might imagine you would use it for, but much more for building shortcuts to the exit, and actually destroying one enemy type that is by far my least favorite enemy in the game. So here we go, this is a shop right here. Here's the shopkeeper. He's got a really nice bow tie. That's how you can tell he's different from all the other fishmen about the map here. What do you have to say, buddy? Welcome, stranger. Please buy something. Gulp, gulp. I have so many good things in my shop. Yeah, you do, probably. These, basically you can only hold one amulet or charm, I suppose, whatever they are between the two, at a time. This one's a destruction one that'll allow us to do more damage. I've never gone the luck one before, but we could forget about that. These, this is a medical kit? Oh, I can't buy it. Basically, these, if I press... Yes, okay, this shows our gear if you press escape to go to the menu. See, we can only hold one artifact, one pair of boots, and one set of equipment. This medical one, that can revive us if we die, but I believe it takes 50 artifacts to be able to do that. Let's actually buy a revolver since I haven't come up to one at this point. We're gonna have to say goodbye to our knife, but I think that's fine. And ooh, don't quite have enough for stealth boots. Do I want to kill the shopkeeper then? I think I'm going to try to kill the shopkeeper. It shouldn't be too difficult because he's only the first one. So if I kind of like maybe hide around the back of him, maybe even go into stealth. Oh yeah. Yes! Yes! You suck it, dude! Okay, so you can kill the shopkeepers, kind of like in Spelunky again. This is like the 5th Spelunky comparison I've made. But, thankfully for us, the shopkeepers won't be mad at us for the rest of our time in this game. So we could just, take all this stuff for free. And, smash this bottle over there. Because I'm a rebel! Rebel without a cause. So let's see. Then there's also the bank. Oh, hey, buddy. I'll just shoot him in his face. Poor guy. He wasn't even threatening us in any way. He's just kind of chilling there. So let's see. We can't exactly seem to work our way to the bank, but we can cheat our way there. Here's basically how dynamite can be of exceptional use to you. Oh god, don't want to fall down that pit. Take some fall damage. Oh! We didn't just get ourselves into the bank, we got ourselves into the vault of the bank. That's awesome. So as you can see, this door is actually locked. We do have a key, so we could just get into it like that. But by getting into the... Basically, there's always two ways to get into the vault. Either sneak in via... If there's a way that you could jump in, or using something like dynamite to break through the walls, or just pass up a key. The keys can either be very plentiful or incredibly unplentiful. That was the worst wording I've ever used in my life. This is a bank chest. Basically, they're chests that are like shared between the entire world, and you can actually save your resources there. I should say there is permadeath in this game, so if you die, you lose everything that you started with. It's if you die, similar to if you die in The Binding of Isaac or Spelunky, where you die, you start at the very beginning of the run, and you gotta do everything all over again. So, it's nice to at least be able to save your, money in this game, basically. But I have 69 in my bank, so I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. My bank can stay like that forever. So let's go ahead and check out this hole we dug. Is there anything for us down here? Not always the best idea to go down holes that you make with dynamite, because I have actually trapped myself in other situations. Doesn't really look like there's anything down there for us at all, though. There is this wizard dude. Let's beat him up the head. Beat him up the side of the head. Yeah! I gotta say, we haven't killed anyone with any bottles yet, but there is like nothing that gives you a greater sense of accomplishment in this game than killing an enemy by throwing a bottle over their head. Let's see. Is this just a dead-end area, kind of? Uh-oh, I hear footsteps. So that's one thing I mentioned like once before, but should mention again. Yeah, that's the shop where I guess we oh. Yeah, suck it. But the sound design in this game is really spectacular in my opinion. Let's take a knife instead. It really creates an ominous kind of mood that really uneases you a great deal amount of the time, especially hearing like the noises that the enemies make all around. It can really freak you out. Really, that's what makes this game the closest to a horror game, if you were to call it one, which I certainly wouldn't. But oh ho ho, suck it, buddy. Yeah, took him down. But let's go ahead and check out what this is. A sturdy statue. Materialized power. Okay, so I'm glad that I picked it up so I could show it off, but this is an ability that I have mixed feelings about. I started out hating it. Basically, for a small sum of one artifact or relic, really gotta remember what that's called, we can make a little object that we'll put on the floor. I thought that was horrible when I first tried it out, because I was like, those barriers are not going to be useful to me at all. But you can actually use them quite cleverly. Like if I put one like right here, then why can't I put any more? Oh, okay. I guess I was just missing it. Basically, you can use them to clear paths that you otherwise might not have been able to reach. Like for example right here, because that roof was too high above us, we wouldn't have been able to make that jump. Actually, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about it. You could use them to defend yourself, but I kind of hate that. My opinion of this item was greatly improved when I realized you could use it to kind of avoid enemies. Like, there are some enemies that are really tall, so they could like just try to hit you, but they only have physical attacks, and you can't kill them because they'll keep reviving. So if you like needed to get away from them in a pinch, then you could just, you know, put one right there, jump up, maybe even do a little jump and put one right there, then you'll be perfectly fine to plan your escape in the long haul. Suck it, dude. Okay, so this is one of the fountains that I mentioned before. These are amazing to the player because they increase your maximum health by 1, but also if you're pretty low in health, they actually heal you for 2 rather than the normal 1 that most food does. Actually, I think all other food does in this game, so those things are very, very good. Here's our exit, so let's progress down here. Is this just the second floor of the game? I must have taken a while on that one. Oh, and we got another thingamajig. Might just be one of the spells we've already seen, like the Materialize, but hopefully it's something different, so we can try something new. Oh, God! That bug was, like, pissed at me. Let's see. Ah! Unfortunately, you cannot attack while you climb up things, and I'm a little bit scared of this face hugger, but... Oh, God, we killed it. That enemy is kind of frightening. Let's just, put a couple barriers here, so this guy will leave me alone for the rest of his life. And honestly, I haven't been able to test these barriers against my least favorite enemy type in the game, because I find it Oh, unstable statue. This is new, right? Ah, the teleport one! That's interesting. Basically, we just look at an area, right-click, then when we click again, we'll teleport to that location. It's pretty good. Actually, this would have really good uses in certain areas in the game. This item is probably much better than I was just giving it credit in my mind. But here's toxic fruit. Toxic fruit. God, I don't know why I can't speak right now. Is there any meat in here? Basically, toxic fruit deals us 1 damage if we eat it. I don't really want to eat it unless there's some food around that we could heal ourselves for. So you guys will just have to take my word for it, I suppose. But it being toxic fruit, I'm pretty sure you guys would believe me when I say that the stuff kills. So let's see. Oh, another fountain. See, this is a prime opportunity for getting a fountain because we get more health. Oh, it doesn't bring us to full because it also increases it by 1, but you know, it gained us 2 anyways. Revolvers, always want to pick those up. Even if you, like, don't want to carry a gun in your inventory right now. Hey, Tentacle Fan, how's it going down there? But you always want to pick them up because they always give you additional ammo. Like, if you don't want to bring the gun with you, you should pick it up, then just toss it back on the floor. Let's go ahead and go down to this next floor. So each floor has 3 stages to it out of all the floors in the game. And the final one, you will always have this kind of orb that we need to gather, which is like a key to a door that we need to open to get to like the final stage of the game. Let's do a little dash down here to be cool, I suppose. But I'll pick you up too. Oh, I hate these eyeballs so much. They shoot fireballs at you. Basically, they're not a problem at all if you have ammunition, but if you don't, they are like the worst thing in the world. Let's take out this wizard man. In all honesty, we could actually probably just walk behind him. He didn't even notice us. Do we have stealth boots? Oh yeah, we have stealth boots. That means I can even run while being stealthed? I forget. It means we can at least walk while still having stealth, which is very nice. But oh, more dynamite. I'll totally get rid of the dagger for that. Hey, we've got 69 artifacts. Hell yeah. So let's see. Oh, hey, Fishman, how's it going? Sucks to be you. Okay, here's the exit. Cool. Basically, one thing about it though, whenever you get to the exit of the level, it's always going to have some kind of gimmick with it that is always incredibly frightening. Luckily, I haven't been... Wow, I'm so surprised we didn't take fall damage there. Luckily, I have not been killed by the beast of this level, and he doesn't seem to be chilling anywhere nearby. Normally, I would just leave, but I feel a need to explore here to try to find the big slime monster. Like, normally, there's this big slime monster who's gonna be hiding somewhere around the stage. And I don't know if he's a one-hit kill, but, because I haven't been hit by him at all because he terrifies me. Whatever. Don't know what's up with that. Fishman, I apologize. Oh my god! He survived that! That's incredible. This is just like the, obsidian blocks in Minecraft? Unbreakable blocks. I think they're... No, obsidian is what you make to go to hell in Minecraft. I don't remember what those blocks are called, but anyways, let's pick this thing up. Once you pick up the soul, you're free to leave the level. And, so basically, you go over here, put the soul down. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. And once we get all three, it opens this door, which leads to the final stage of the game. So this game, I think I've actually shown enough to be fine with it. But this game, I have had a wonderful time with it. My one complaint, I would say, is that it is a bit short. Like, beating the game, you just have to beat the 3 stages of this map. Well, okay, let's go over to the books for that. The 3 stages of this map, 3 stages of this one, 3 stages of that one, and then there's just another 3 after you go through the door. So 12 levels in total. But what's really great and awesome about them is that they're all incredibly unique and different. Like, let's actually just show off what this one looks like. See, it's like this desert kind of area. And as one would expect, all the enemies are much different and much more terrifying right here. So I should probably show them off a little. Dynamite! Oh, yes. I love the dynamite. There's actually an enemy in here, which is why I love the dynamite so much. But, oh, and there he is! I hate this guy. He's basically a statue, just a statue. But, oh, see, he, like, shook like that. Any of you know SCP Containment Breach? Basically, he's SCP-173. I believe it's 173, if I remember correctly. The one that teleports behind you and breaks your neck. That's basically this game's version of him, and there's another one down there. So you don't just have to deal with one of them. There's like a million of them scattered around this place, and they're all freaking annoying because the only way to kill them is with dynamite. But anyways, let's ditch out of here. So as I was saying, my one complaint is that this game is it's honestly pretty short, but what makes up for it is the amount of diversity between all the stages and the amount of replay value that you could get out of it. And it's going for $15 right now on Steam. No sale, because I got into this after the Mac version released, not the actual game, hence this game being out on Steam for quite a while now, and me just making this video. But yeah, like really, if you, like I said, the permadeath goes a long way towards making this game replayable, because in addition to you losing all of your items if you die before beating the game, all of these souls vanish as well, so you have to go back and conquer all of these stages again. The good thing about it is, once again, similar to a Spelunky or the Binding of Isaac, if you've played either of those games before, progressing through the stages, it's a good thing that it works out that way, because theoretically you could go to like this world first, or even this world first, and play them in whatever order you want, but it's smartest to go with the easiest one first, because as you play through the levels, you build up equipment and abilities like our teleport one right here, which increases your chances of survival in the long run. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'd say we actually have 2 guns right now. Why were there 2 guns in our inventory like a second ago? That's weird. Maybe one of them was cycled into our ammunition and I just didn't notice. So, anyways, once again, Eldritch, going on Steam for $15 right now. I cannot recommend this game enough. I am a huge fan of my time that I've played with it. Very nicely stylized, a really cool simplistic art style, very addictive and replayable, and you get to throw beer bottles all over the place. like a badass. So anyways, I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.